Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Riddick Bowe, 6'5", 240 pounds with a reach of 81 inches. And his opponent, Eddie Hall, known as the Beast, 300 pounds. No one in the heavyweight division is as terrifying as this man.
Brawlers are a nightmare. You've got to be strong and fit. Use that long reach, use that long jab. Do it that way, you'll be safe all night.
Here comes Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe. Eddie Hall, the Beast. You don't need me to tell you that he's a heavyweight. In fact, the world's strongest man fighting out of Newcastle, United Kingdom.
Weight-wise, it's going to be a teller, because when you get hit with them shots, it's going to hurt and we're going to feel it.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner,
from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver medalist and the 2-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Big Daddy Riddick Bowe.
fighting out of the blue corner, from Newcastle.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
The wait is over. The speaking stop. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. That jab misses. Miss with that jab. Caution being thrown to the wind. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice defense with that jab. Just misses with that jab. Parries that jab away. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bowe and that. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through you as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
One punch could change everything in this battle. These two were made for each other. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Beautiful counter punch. And he just misses with that jab. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. How about that time counter shot? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Pin the round on your jab and breathe while you're stepping around.
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the...
You had everything in the bag. Now you've let him back into it. I need you to go back out there and you need to win this round. Get your mind.
On to the third. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good looking hook, but it was blocked. Nice defense with that jab. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Good work. You were thinking, and I don't want...
Back on him this round.
Back at it in round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You don't want to trade shots. counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the...
On to the fifth we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter punch caught him clean. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice job by him to block that jab. That counter shot lands. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Jab does not score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bowen. This is the beginning of round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone, and you've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Strongest man is staggered, and Eddie Hall goes down! How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. The beast, Eddie Hall, is down. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
There's always a way back. Don't ever...
There's the bell to start round 7. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Both men step back for just a moment. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice counter shot. So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. Parries that jab away. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Catch and shoot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. Will get knocked out. Nice looking right hook, but he blocked it. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Look at the big fella get rocked. The biggest of them all crashes to the canvas. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are ready.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up?
Do you believe this? The world's strongest man is down. And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you continue?
Another win, another unanimous decision.